Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Not a lot to complain about for this Spurs team right now. They come into this game having won 3 straight, looking to make it 4. We'll see if they can get it done. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and plays the way he's been playing, then he will be that guy.
Well, let's go to the big stat chaser. What do you think about Freak's year?
You know, it's never easy to hold on to the scoring title. You know, teams start to double and triple team you. I can remember one year, Ernie, I was averaging 29.5. David Robinson was averaging 29.3. I play a game. All I know is he scored 71 points against the Clippers. It was the last game of the season. He gets it. Freaks has all the skills to keep up the scoring like this, but Kenny's right. He can't chase the stats.
Well, I'm glad that we could open up that old wound on the Admiral.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Thanks, David Robinson. Don't let me see you in San Antonio.
Shout out to the Admiral. Here's Kevin Harlan with the call.
Remember the Alamo.
We've got basketball action at the AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Spurs wrap up this home stretch, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
And don't happen by accident.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Suns, Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Booker out there at Bledsoe. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Porter after Markieff Morris's three-pointer that didn't go.
I don't know. Maybe there's still... There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Parker against Bledsoe. Parker kicks to Porter. He dishes it to Leonard. Porter with it. Chandler on him. Right block shot, and it's good once more. Nice make there from Porter. Porter's got his second bucket of the night. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Jeff Hornacek. He knows this won't be an easy game, especially defensively. And he talked about how difficult and competitive players in the entire league.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here's Parker. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Porter with the screen for Parker. Inside. And finished off by Porter.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Here is Bledsoe. After the basket by San Antonio. Leonard with the steal. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack.
You know, you're going to have success when you...
Here is Porter. Aldridge with a screen on Bledsoe. To the inside. Porter dishes to Ginobili. Spurs working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4. Bledsoe's got his first 2 points of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And finished off by Porter.
He always knows where his teammates going.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for him.
Porter passes to Duncan. Misses from close range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems.
Went off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Look at the numbers for Eric Bledsoe. Averaging about 15 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds.
Offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
Nick Calathes, he's checked in for Phoenix. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Knight. Porter kicks to Mills. To the middle. Here's Duncan, and he banks in the layup. Duncan's got it
From the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Here's Porter, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Phoenix with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Hawes, no luck. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Porter kicks to Duncan. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Leonard against Knight. San Antonio with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
Yeah, the level of energy they had, guys, in the win wasn't matched by their opponents, and that rebounding difference, I think, was indicative of that.
The San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play. Manu Ginobili talked about their Spurs approach.
Attack and find the open teammate, not try to solve problems by ourselves. It's something that we've never done, and every time we did it, it's not us.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no
on your face for no good reason at all. And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu, Tony, and Timmy there as the foundation. Each new wave of players that come on board, whether it's Leonard or Splitter, Mills, Green, or any of the other role players that have come through this Spurs organization.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Porter is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 47 points and was his usual self on the defensive end as well. A lot of blocks from him, something we're accustomed to. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that off on the board with 3 there?
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Draw off the pick from Porter. Parker kicks to Porter. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside Knight. To the wing on the left. Here's Hawes. And that one goes long.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And that one's good. And that's now 18 points for Freak.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
And it's working. As long as the defense gives you space, hey, let it fly.
Suns trail by 13. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Humphries with a screen on Leonard. Knight dishes to Humphries. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Fires it up. And the defense really pressing up on it. Made that a tough shot. Knight cannot hit. And that does it for the first half of play. Spurs out in front. They lead by 13. And welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Porter. He has 18 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
On the court for the Suns, Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Booker, and it's Chandler in at the center filling out the middle. Just 3 to shoot. Morris, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's...
Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Parker kicks to Porter. Marvelous lead pass, and he's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe. And finished off by Porter.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs dance team.
Right for Morris. He has 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Parker drives in, and the Spurs scoring again.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Leonard against Bledsoe. And Tucker has it in the corner. Back to Bledsoe. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Releases. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. He was all alone on that one. 24 points.
Continue to pound them down low.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Bledsoe against Leonard. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. With 1 on the clock and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. San Antonio leading by 18. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Porter. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
Own defender and was wide open under the hoop.
The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against Sacramento.
Ball inside.
Porter a screen on Bledsoe. Parker drives in. Porter. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 28 points for Freak.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Bledsoe passes to Tucker. Unloads. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Boy,
But he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Parker drives in. Chandler against Porter. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assist when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Porter dishes to Duncan. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Knight kicks it to Tucker. No good on the triple.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Porter dishes to Duncan. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Personal foul. At the line for your Spurs, Tim Duncan. 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Duncan.
Checking out the game Tim Duncan is having. He's got 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
And Duncan drops them both.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times.